Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. As we speak here, Bitcoin is dropping further, has highlighted or marked a new lower low. And the whole market is falling again with Bitcoin. It's all going pretty much now without surprise to the downside. As I told you with Bitcoin, now that we have dropped below 45.5K, it's very possible that we drop lower without going up first, as I originally thought, but overall the target was always the same. So we're going to take a look at that. Overall, most cryptos are taken with Bitcoin. Again, there are a few winners here. Harmony One holding really well, but at the moment cannot go higher. And then there are a few others which are holding okay, and you can see them here, including Cosmos, but again, can't really make a higher high at the moment. Quant doing well. What else? Another one that I cover, Engine. I really need to do a video again on Engine. And Decentraland. So let's take a look here at Bitcoin. We start, and you can see it here on the chart, that even though we now seem to go back here to the 42K, we are, we've made a lower low. So what you can see here, you see the previous support here at 42K, the previous low. Told you that this wave B possibility that I primarily emphasized when we were here in this range between 45.5 and 52K. No, it's this 52K. That line did move here between 45.5 and 52K. As long as we were in there, I did primarily believe that we would go first into this area between 55 and 63K and then move down. And this is based here on the fib levels between the high and the previous low, between the 0.5 fib level, you can see it here on the charts, and the 63K level. So the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level and the 0.786 fib level between 55 and 63K. As we dropped below 45.5K, I told you that there's another possibility that's now much more likely. It did here, I showed you here the Elliott Wave count, starting from up there, that wave C, coming down here in a, and you can use these brackets here, and you can come down in 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you need to use or find the wave 5 with the same degree. That will be somewhere down here. Then I started after that wave 4 here a new smaller degree wave count with round brackets, and here you can definitely find the wave 5 also down here, and it started back here with a wave 1, 2, 3 is now the next goal here. This wave 3 with the round brackets, that's going to sit somewhere between 37.5, somewhere in that region, around 37.5K. And this is where we're going now. After that wave 3, you'll have a wave 4 retracement. So we could get once more into this range up there, basically making a lower high. And then we're gonna go down in a wave 5. Now, what makes me quite confident that this is not only like a fake out, you can see here that we have broken that downtrend. So there was a downtrending line. So we are breaking the downtrend to the downside, which is bad. You can see that we are currently trying to reclaim here that fib level. So we broke below the fib level, and you can see that long wick to the downside. So it's coming up again, but we are below. As long as we stay below that trend line, I think the direction is clear. It's going to go down. There's a fib level here, yes. And this Fibonacci level is the 0.382 fib level at 41.8K. Now we're exactly at this fib level, and you can see again how accurate these fib levels can be, because it's just tried to climb back above it. The previous low here is a little bit higher, and that wave B possibility was still sort of valid. This area here between 55 and 63K, it was still valid as long as we stayed above here this smaller degree wave 3 above the 42K. Now we dropped below it, so pretty much in my view this alternative is now I think it's now gone, and we're continuing our way down with the next stop around 37.5. Now what you can see here on the 4-hour chart, that we were oversold again. That is probably why as well. Again, we're finding a bit of support here now. But overall, yeah, the next goal is clear. I think we're going to find a little bit of support here at the 40k line. You can see it here, we had a previous low here. Well, it's 39.6. So I guess that is where we have the next key support from that wave B here on the left hand side. So I'm going to put the line on the chart. We can keep tracking it. That would be my next target here before we then, yeah, just fall further and go into that and complete this wave 3 here in the round brackets. Yeah, but as I said to you before, not much surprise that prices are dropping. On the daily, especially on the daily here, you have your MACD crossover bearish, and on the weekly anyway, there is so much more scope to fall on the weekly. If you take a look at where the MACD line still is, it hasn't even crossed the 0 line, so further drops are possible. And yeah, it's all going into that direction. And also, what I wanted to show you before we actually go to Cardano, I did show you the Fear and Greed Index before. Normally it's advisable, that's at least what many people say, to buy when the fear shows on the Fear and Greed Index, yeah, when the fear shows. But the problem is, here with the Fear and Greed Index, you can see that many people say, and I've watched a lot of videos, they say, right, we're in fear now, and you can see here the areas, yeah, we're now apparently in extreme fear with a level of 18, yeah. You can see it on the chart here. It's basically red. Whenever it's red, people say it's a good time to buy. And generally, looking back, it is the case. But also, look at that here. Yeah, on the 30th of July, 2019, we were also in extreme fear with a level of 22. Yeah, 22 down here, you can see is extreme fear. But from here, from 9K, we dropped all the way down to 5K. So there is, even if you're in extreme fear, there is still downside potential. And we were in extreme fear before, you know, and the price could drop further. The price could drop further, especially as when you had these significant lows here, for example, here on the 15th of December, you had a score of 11. And here you had a score of 9, which was on the 16th of March. So we're currently at a score of 18. So even based on the Fear and Greed Index, there is more scope to fall further. Yeah, I just want to show you that we have been much lower with extreme fear in these lows. And a 30k Bitcoin or lower, that would, yeah, you would require a lower level. Yeah, just want to show you now with ADA, without much surprise, dropping as well, together with Bitcoin. I did show you here this potential reversal pattern. Did say it's far too early to really confirm that it's reversal. It currently stays here below the 20-day and the 50-day moving average. Showed you an exciting new partnership yesterday for Cardano Samsung, which is really interesting. Not directly with Cardano, but with a Cardano-based project. I find it really good that more and more also large companies are finding their way into crypto. I mean, not only Cardano, but it's so healthy to see other companies partnering with. I mean, we had Dish anyway with Cardano, which is a really important company. But also we had here, for example, Schneider Electric with VeChain. I mean, this is just big. But VeChain has a lot of partnerships anyway already in that sort of range, you know, with companies. Yeah, but we're currently here at a key support level at 120. It has held before. The low here is just below 117. So as soon as you drop here below 117 Cardano, you're gonna unlock lower prices, in my view, all the way down to $8. All the way. Otherwise, to avoid that, Cardano really needs to push higher here, because what this was potentially a wave 1. Yeah, you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. That was a larger wave 1. This was a larger wave 2. If that was the case, we really need to push higher. But as I showed you here yesterday, I showed you that descending trend line. And that is why we found resistance here after a little bit of a pump here for Cardano. And now, while Cardano, I think, was trying to get through here, Bitcoin started to drop again and Cardano was pushed down again. But yeah, as you saw yesterday, that trend line and the trend line really provided some resistance here and didn't allow the price to go through. Cardano generally, in terms of the indicators, it's just much lower than Bitcoin. And it's already fallen quite a lot. It's already below the zero line here on the weekly MACD. And what you can see is that Cardano really tried to turn around here. You know, I did say it so many times that this really could have been the low. And especially because the wave count is completely different than Bitcoin. It's completely different than some other altcoins. Cardano is much further progressed in its correction, yeah. And luckily, I find that really good. So many people said that Cardano is just crabbing along, but you could see that now on all the other cryptos. You know, it's everywhere. It's just that Cardano started much earlier with a correction. That's the only difference. We see that now, luckily. I mean, you can see other cryptos now suffering as well from price losses, and they're just going down and down and down and down. It's not only Cardano, but I've been saying that for weeks and months that other cryptos have done it already. That slow recovery, that slow retracement, and that slow correction after the strong move up, and that we're gonna see it in more cryptos. And now you can see it pretty much in the whole crypto market. And yeah, the MACD is starting to turn around. The selling pressure is reducing, so that's an important sign here to get a first reversal. And what we really can see, and I did show it yesterday to you in the ADA video, ADA BTC looked more like a cup and handle. I'm going to show you that on a shorter term time frame, but also here on the weekly. I find that really beautiful, and this looks really nice. This on the weekly MACD, the ADA BTC chart. See how the MACD is turning around here. As soon as you get a bullish crossover, that could really push the ADA compared to BTC price. Showed you yesterday here this reversal pattern, the potential cup and handle on the ADA USD chart, ADA BTC chart. So far it's not broken the neckline yet. I didn't want to draw a line. It hasn't broken the neckline yet, but nothing goes up in a straight line. You had a bit of a pump here yesterday. Now it's gone down again a little bit, but it's got very close to the neckline. So the next move up could push the price through here. So I'm quite excited about understanding and seeing what's actually going to happen. It's certainly a level to watch. I mean, we've got the cup and handle here, and we've got the ascending triangle here, and that could really push the price. Maybe another reiteration here before we then push through the neckline. Would be great. You know, of course, nothing is guaranteed, especially as the Cardano correction took just much longer. Many people frustrated, and I sort of lost faith in a quick recovery, especially as Bitcoin's dropping. That makes it so much harder. But maybe especially on the ADA BTC chart, it would be good to see if ADA here would outperform Bitcoin and could then hold above $1 in a move down of Bitcoin below 30K. Quite hard to believe that ADA can hold above $1 without recovering first, but nothing is impossible in the crypto market. And certainly Cardano has done the correction much earlier. But yeah, you can see it here with Bitcoin. It's just dropping further. So it's coming into fruition for now. We already had a low of 41K here nearly today. So yeah, it's pretty much working out. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.